Hey everybody, Mountain Grandma here. Today I want to share with you part 2 of these little guys. My hydroponics that I'm doing Kratke method, which means I'm using these dark painted jars that you see here. I've got these little baskets that fit into them, as you can see. What I've done is I've filled the water up to below the line that you see there. That's because when I put in the rock wool with the little plants over on the right there, when I put those down into the basket, I want to make sure that they're absorbing some water. And I'm expecting that right off the bat, they're going to absorb water. What's going to happen is, as they continue to grow, the roots are going to grow downward through the holes in the net. So I've already filled all the other jars up, and I'm going to go ahead and fill this jar up with you guys. And then I've already now taken a step ahead and transplanted most of the plants, but I wanted to share with you while I do one, and I kind of fit several in there at one time. We'll see how that does. See that jug with the X in the background? That is the water with the fertilizer in it. So just kind of a reminder that you use the 4 milliliters of the fertilizer I shared on the part 1 video to a gallon of water. And that's what you're going to water these guys with. And these are the little clay pebbles. They kind of look like lava rock is what they look a lot like. You're putting those in there just for stability for the plants as they grow. You can see the one in the background I've actually finished already. And it's really just as easy as that. And I'm going to pan over and share with you how all the other plants are doing. And you can see I actually have a couple kinds of arugula. And then I've got tomatoes here. And this is for the Tomato Hydroponics Challenge hosted by Carol over at Broke But Bountifully Blessed and Gail at Gail's Southern Living. And you can see all of the plants here. They're doing well. I did move them from the tabletop to the growing pad under grow lights, but I thought after I did this, I'd just let them sit kind of in the window because this table does get a lot of nice sun. So there's those guys. Now hang tight because I want to give you a tour of my garden areas and kind of show you what I got going on this winter. All right, now I'm going to share with you, these are our fruit trees, and the one you're looking at now is our plum tree. We just came out here, and I didn't capture video of it, but we trimmed a bunch of branches. This guy, none of these trees got pruned last year, so we are a little behind on the pruning, as you can kind of see. There's a lot left that we still could do, but we didn't want to shock the trees too much by doing it all at once, so this is our peach tree here, and we really focused on cleaning out branches that were growing around the middle of the tree and kind of blocking growth there. And if I scroll up, see that one up top? That's a branch that actually broke from the weight of all of the peaches that we harvested off that guy last year. And then this guy right here is a little cherry tree, which has never produced, but, you know, we still trimmed it a little bit. And then our apple tree over here, which gave us, I don't know, probably about 10 apples last year, maybe 20 tops. But over here, out this way, I'm going to span over back there. We've got our chickens and our goat area. And along this shed here is a little growing spot. And I haven't really grown any like herbs or anything. I tried one year, they didn't take, it's so dry. But I think I'm going to try again this year with something that's super drought tolerant. And over here by our storm shelter, I had tried to grow Jerusalem artichokes and they did not take, well, I don't know. We'll see if they come back up, but I don't think they did. I don't think they took. And then there's just a bunch of weeds that took over through here. So my goal is to get all of that cleaned out. On this side of the path is my lemon balm patch, which is doing well. But I was kind of, as I looked at this, spanning out, it looks like maybe there's been some deer laying down in there. It just looks like a big flattened area where I suspect some deer have been laying, which is fine. I mean, they don't eat it, but. And right there, if you can see that, that is a peach tree that grew in our woods. So we're hoping that it has a good year this year and just continues to be growing and healthy so that it can be fruitful. And along this whole path, I want to grow more herbs in my woods. I've got like a beautiful patch, but it'd be nice if I could extend the lemon balm patch, grow some other things. And this is our biggest garden bed that you're seeing. And I've got garlic growing here, asparagus on the other side of it. What you're not seeing here is I've actually got my grandbabies out there building fairy houses today, which is so adorable. And we've got one more bed here and the little guy up front where I grew my radishes in this last year. Now, moving to a different area. This is my new above ground bed that my husband rigged up for me, and I've got sage there that grew pretty well. I did plant some other things, including elecampane, which was way too big for that bed, so I need to do that somewhere else. And then I also wanted to share with you, I'm going to be doing some winter sowing in jugs. I've got my jugs prepared, but this is what I'm going to be planting herb-wise. I'm going to plant mallow, echinacea, lavender, and what you're not seeing is Solomon seal root, which prefers winter sowing. So I'm hoping maybe I can get it started in those jugs. We'll see. Vegetable wise, I'm going with the cold friendly ones. I'm going to plant plenty of okra, broccoli, and Brussels sprouts. So we'll see if I got enough jugs for all of that. I've got right now 8 jugs. So I don't know. I don't know. Plenty is probably not the right word. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys are doing any hydroponics or are trying the Kratke method, I hope you share with me how it's going. And if you're doing any winter sowing, share with me down in the comments what it is you guys are going to be starting with winter sowing this year. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks again. Hope you all have a great rest of your week. And until I see you next time, everybody, keep your joy, folks.